Hello everyone and welcome back to the second Euro 2016 episode for this prediction series. Now, last episode we went through all the groups, so we did Group A to F, and I made predictions on how the standings were going to be. And at the start of this episode, as it says in the title, it's around the 16 predictions. But the first part of the episode, we're going to round up the group stages, and we're going to see how well I done in the last episode, and then we're going to roll on to the round of 16 predictions and see how well, see who's against who in the 8 matches, and then we'll carry that on as the episode goes on. So we will, and we got a totally new point system, so we do as well for the round of 16. So, just to recap on the point system for the group stages, we had the point system split into 2 different parts as well. The top 2 point system was the top 2 teams got 2 points plus a bonus point if we get the top 2 teams correct and in the right order. I get 2 points if I get the top 2 teams correct in any order. So if I predict that Team A was going to finish first and Team B was going to finish second, but Team B finished first and Team A second, then that would be 2 points. Then I get 1 point if I get only one of the top 2 teams that I predicted to finish in the top 2 actually finish in the top 2. And I get 0 points if none of my teams that I predicted to come in the top 2 actually finished in the top 2. And now third place, as if you've been following the football, third place was split into the top 4 teams were getting through into the round of 16, and the bottom 2 teams of the third place teams were getting knocked out of the competition altogether. So that meant that 2 groups would end up only having 2 teams going through instead of the rest of the 4 teams having 3 teams going through into the round of 16. So 2 points I had if the team in third place, if I correctly predicted the team in third place to finish in third place and they were in the top 4 of third place teams to go through in the round of 16. I get 1 point if I correctly predicted the team to finish in third place, but they unfortunately didn't get through to the next round, and 0 points if the team didn't come into third place at all. So that's a quick roundup. So it is, we're going to go into the first group, which is Group A. Now, Group A, my prediction was France, Switzerland, Romania, and Albania. And the actual result was France, Switzerland, Albania, and Romania. So I correctly predicted the top 2, so I get 1 point for France being in first, 1 point for Switzerland being in second, and 1 point as well as I got them in the correct order. But unfortunately, Albania and Romania, I didn't expect Albania to go on the final round of matches and beat Romania at the last and overtake them and to take third place. But the rest of the group was rather standard, so it was as you would expect. France beating Romania 2-1 on the first opening day, Switzerland beating Albania 1-0, and then Romania and Switzerland drawing. That gave Romania a point which they would have valuably needed, as France beat Albania 2-0 with 2 very late goals in stoppage time in that match, so that put Romania ahead. So they're going into the final round of matches, but unfortunately, as I said, Albania beat Romania, so they had to leapfrog Romania and go into third. And France and Switzerland as well in their match. France couldn't do the clean sweep, and they ended up with 7 points. Switzerland 5, Albania 3, and Romania with 1. And so with Albania finishing third, unfortunately with their negative goal difference of -2, both Albania and Romania have a goal difference of -2. But unfortunately, as they didn't have a better goal difference, they couldn't progress. They didn't progress into the round of 16. So the maximum points we could have got was 4 out of this group. So as we only missed out in the third place team, and we couldn't get the bonus point for the third place team to progress. So 3 out of 4, not too bad. I'm happy enough, and that is a very good start with this episode. Now, Group B. Group B, my prediction was England, Wales, Russia, and Slovakia. And almost again, the top two were right, but unfortunately this time they weren't in the right order. So the table ended up Wales, England, Slovakia, and Russia. And as I said, Wales first, so get 1 point for that as they finished in top two. England second, and they get 1 point as they finished in top two also, and unfortunately don't get the bonus point. And third place again, I didn't correctly predict the team to finish in third place, so I miss out on that. And unfortunately as well, I miss out on the bonus point as well, as Slovakia went through to the round of 16 with their 4 points, and I think they're one of the top teams of the third place team, so well done to them. And Wales got 6 points, England 5, Slovakia 4, Russia with 1 point, and Russia finished with 1 point. Wales' match has started off very well for them. They had 2-1 win against Slovakia. England, unfortunately, they can get off to a similar good start. They could only manage a 1-1 draw with Russia, which meant that unfortunately Wales got the upper hand. But England came back with the late winner from Daniel Sturridge to beat Wales 2-1 in the next game. Russia got beaten by Slovakia with the same result of 2-1, and that meant that Slovakia had the upper hand to get through with third place, to leapfrog Russia in third place. So that was unfortunate for us, and to finish it all off, Wales put the final nail in the coffin with a 3-0 win over Russia, and Slovakia held England to a 1-1 draw, which put Slovakia in a very good stead for advancing into the next round. But unfortunately, that's put a shaky start to England's campaign, as they couldn't, with all the attempts that they had in all the group matches, they couldn't really capitalise. And unfortunately, I think they've let 4 points drop. So they have, as they dropped 2 from Russia and dropped 2 from Slovakia, in my opinion. But they beat Wales. That was a good result for them, and maybe that can boost them in the round of 16 and then go further on in the competition. But Wales top in the group, that is a very good result for them after their strong qualifying. Bale coming up with the goods with the rest of the team, and that's a good result. And hopefully as well they can progress just from home nation's point of view, and they can go far in this competition. So that is Group B, and we're going to move on to Group C. Now, Group C, my prediction was Germany, Poland, Northern Ireland, and Ukraine. And the table actually turned out the same. Germany, Poland, Northern Ireland, and Ukraine was the way it finished. So that means full points all round, and as well, Northern Ireland got through, so that means that the maximum points we can get from a group we've actually got. So we have, with Germany, 1 point for finishing first, Poland 1 point for finishing second, plus the bonus point for getting them in the right order, and Northern Ireland correctly predicting that they're going to finish third, plus the bonus point means that we've racked up 5 points for Group C, which is very, very good. I'm very happy about that, and I'm also very happy that Northern Ireland got through. From being the Northern Irish supporter as well, seeing our wee country getting through and battling the big nations as well. We weren't hammered as well now, which is very good to see, and we got a win against Ukraine. So the matches, Poland, unfortunately we didn't get off to a good start, with Poland beating us 1-0, and then Germany beating Ukraine 2-0, which was a very good start for the World Champions after them winning the World Cup 2 years ago. Then Northern Ireland coming up with the goods, with the match halfway through, with a goal halfway through, and then a late winner to seal the match, put it beyond all doubt, and beating Ukraine 2-0. And then Germany and Poland, they were at stalemate, so they were. There was no goals in that match, and the final round of matches, Northern Ireland getting beat 1-0 by Germany, and Ukraine being beat 1-0 by Poland. So that was a good result. There was low scoring matches, but fortunately the way that I predicted the group was the way it turned out, so I'm very happy with that. And as I said, very happy that Northern Ireland are getting through along with England and Wales from Group B. And we're going to see later on how the Republic do to make it the 4 countries from the home nations to get through and see how they do. So that is Group C finished, and we're going to move on to Group D. Now, Group D, my prediction was Croatia, Spain, Czech Republic and Turkey. Now, it was a shock. I thought at the start it was going to be hard for Croatia to win the group, but as it turned out, they actually did. Now, like with Croatia beating Spain to top spot with the late winner at the end of the Croatia-Spain game in the last match and final round of the group stage matches. So that is 1 point for Croatia topping the group, 1 point for Spain finishing second, and 1 bonus point for putting them in the correct order, which is very good. I was very happy whenever I was watching the Croatia-Spain game and Croatia scored in the last minutes to seal them a top spot in Group D, and that has made an easier route for them to go into the knockout stages and potentially carry on in this tournament. So with Croatia and Spain, with full marks so far, and then unfortunately it goes downhill from there. So it does, as unfortunately again, I couldn't predict the third place team correctly, and Turkey finished ahead of Czech Republic, and unfortunately the Czech Republic couldn't carry on the qualification form and couldn't go on to beat Turkey in this group. So Croatia 1-0 winners in their first match against Turkey. Spain 1-0 winners as well against Czech Republic. And then Croatia and the Czech Republic, I thought this blew Croatia's chances to top the group. And as they drew 2-each against the Czech Republic, and Spain went on to absolutely thump Turkey 3-0. But fortunately they turned it around. Croatia won 2-1 against Spain, as I said, and Turkey went on to beat Czech Republic 2-0, and that sealed third place for them. But unfortunately, like Albania, because they had a negative goal difference of -2, they couldn't progress into the round of 16, and that means that both Albania and Turkey are being knocked out, and the rest of the third place teams are going through from now on. So the maximum points that we could have had out of this group as well was 4. So unfortunately, as I said, third place team, we didn't get that right, so we -1 point from that. And out of Group D, we got 3 out of 4, which again is very good. And we're going to see how we do in Group E. Now, Group E, my prediction was Italy, Belgium, the Republic of Ireland and Sweden. And the table actually turned out the exact same again. So it's Italy, Belgium, Republic of Ireland and Sweden. So we get a clean sweep, 5 points. And as well, the Republic of Ireland getting through with Northern Ireland, Wales and England. So all 4 home nations are going through to the round of 16. A quarter of the teams in the round of 16 are basically from the northwest of Europe. So that is very good. That is very good from a home nation standpoint, and is very good. And it's very good to see that we are very competitive. So it all started off very well for Italy. So it had a 2-0 win against Belgium. So it was, and the Republic and Sweden were at stalemate. It was 1 each, and that set it up very nicely. So it did, as Belgium had to battle their way back, and it was interesting to see how they done that with 2 games to go, as obviously group stage is 3 matches, and if you make one mistake with 1 loss, it sets you back a huge lot more than it does in, say, the Champions League, for instance, where there's 6 matches in the group stages. So, and with a -2 goal difference, they done very well to recover from their first match. And then Italy went on to beat Sweden 1-0, and then Belgium went on to beat the Republic of Ireland 3-0. So that is the way that I think everybody thought it was going to turn out, as they were expected to go on and beat Sweden and the Republic. But that said, the Republic of Ireland down 3 goals, so it did, and only set Sweden with a -1 goal advantage. So that meant the Republic of Ireland had to go on and beat Italy which was a huge ask as Italy were unbeaten so far coming into the last round of matches, and they done it with the late goal in the 85th minute, and that meant that Sweden had to beat Belgium, and Belgium beat Sweden by 1-0, and that meant that Ireland were going through with 4 points, and they were at the top of the top third place teams, so they were, as they got 4 points. So Italy drew with Belgium actually in the end, so it did, even with their unbeaten run, as Belgium brought it back. And they had the exact same goal difference, but with Italy's win at the start, Italy's 2-0 win with Belgium put them ahead on head-to-head performance. So Italy 6 points, Belgium 6 points, Republic of Ireland with 4, and Sweden with 1 point. And now we're going to run on to Group F, the final group. Now, Group F, my prediction was Portugal, Austria, Hungary, and Iceland. And the most interesting group, I don't think anybody predicted the group to end the way it did, because Hungary was first, Iceland second, Portugal third, and Austria out of the competition altogether in 4th place. Now, it wasn't the best of starts from Austria in truth, as they got a player sent off, and that set them back completely, and they lost their first game against Hungary 2-0. And Portugal, they couldn't get their shooting boots on, and they only scored 1 goal, and they actually conceded a goal against Iceland as well. So that was a crazy first round of matches in it. And it only got more mental, so it did, as the group went on, because Iceland and Hungary drew 1 each, and Portugal and Austria drew 0-0. So we didn't think going into the final match that Hungary and Iceland were going to have a chance of actually going through. And not just going through in the top 2 positions. And it was sealed in the last round of matches with Hungary a 3-all draw with Portugal. That is the highest scoring match of the group stage. So it is, and being split equals 6 goals between the 2 teams. And then to top it all off, Iceland in pretty much the last kick of the game, scored a winner against Austria to put them second and leapfrog Portugal to 2nd place. Which is very fundamental for the next round of 16, but we'll get to that later. As English fans may have heard the pundits going on during the Portugal game, but we'll mention that later on. But that was a shocking group, even until the last kick of the game. So it was to decide the final standings of the group, as Portugal would have finished second if Iceland and Austria were going through, if they drew, and Hungary and Portugal if it stayed the same at 3 each. So unfortunately, 0 points all round, as neither Portugal or Austria finished in the top 2. And unfortunately Hungary didn't finish in 3rd. But fortunately for them, they got through as group winners. Iceland got through in 2nd place, and Portugal got through with the same points as Northern Ireland and the same goal difference as well. So that's the roundup of the group stage matches, and our final score is 18 out of 28. I'm very happy with that, even though we dropped massively from Group F with scoring 0 points, but we came back with fully predicting Group E with Italy and Belgium and Republic of Ireland and Sweden, and I'm predicting Group C as well, Germany, Poland, Northern Ireland and Ukraine. So now we're going to move on to the round of 16 as a new point system, as it's now going into the knockout stages. So 3 points are going to be awarded if I correctly predict the winner, the loser, and if the match goes into extra time or penalties. So that'll be like our 3rd place. That'll be like predicting our 3rd place team. So maximum we can get is 3 points. 2 points is awarded if I don't get the extra time and penalties correct, but I get the 2 winners. But I get the winner and the loser correct out of the match. So that is 2 points, and 1 point if I only get the extra time and penalties correct, because I can't really get 1 point if I correctly predict the winner, then obviously I correctly predict the loser as well, so that'll give us 2 points. And if I get both of them wrong, and I correctly predict the extra time and penalties, if the match goes down to extra time and penalties, then I only get 1 point. And I get 0 points if I incorrectly predict the winner, loser, and if I wrongly predict if the match is going through to extra time and penalties or not. So here we go, round of 16. The first match is Poland versus Switzerland, and I put Poland to go through. Now I think after the group that Poland has been through, they drew against the world champions Germany, which is a very good start for them. And I think as Switzerland, even though Switzerland drew with France, I think Germany's a much harder team to beat, as obviously they're World Cup, they're world champions, and I think Lewandowski and Blaszczykowski, his winner from Poland's last game. Now, like the team seems to be in very good form, and I think their morale's up, as Switzerland can only manage a draw against France. And I think the match will not go into extra time and penalties. So as I think it'll be a good scoring game. But I think the stalemate will be broken in the 90 minutes of the game. Right, the next match is Wales against Northern Ireland, and I think Wales are going to nip it. So they're going to nick it, and that's because Gareth Bale was playing very well. So he has been. Now after he's got a couple of goals during this tournament, so he has, and I think he's on fire, and if he's on fire, the rest of the team will be motivated. So they will, as Northern Ireland were on, even though they held it well against Germany, I don't think they got the attacking prowess that Wales do. And even though I think this, now like the extra time and penalties, I think it will go through the extra time, or maybe go the whole way to penalties. It just depends on how well Northern Ireland can defend in the round of 16 game. So, and that will come down to it. And whether they can nick a goal, they might even nick a goal and end up winning the game. But I only can see Wales going through to the quarterfinals of the competition. And next is Croatia versus Portugal, and I think Croatia is going to win, with Portugal losing out at this stage of the competition, because Croatia coming off their win against Spain. Now that is a massive result for them, and I think with Portugal starting, this is a very good point, very good opportunity for them to go through, and a very good stage to meet Portugal at, just so that they can't get any momentum going through. If they can stop Cristiano Ronaldo and Nani, etc., to go through to gain momentum, and they don't let them in the game as shown at the group stage, then hopefully Croatia can go through with the opportunities they have created in their group stage match, and maybe the momentum from the Spanish match can carry on to this one. And I think it'll go down to extra time or penalties, because I think Portugal's class, even though it's been faltering at the start, they still got a couple of draws under their belt, and they haven't actually, barred the Hungary game, they haven't actually conceded many goals. So they've only conceded 1 out of their first 2, and maybe if they learned from the Hungary game, then potentially I think that'll go through to extra time and penalties. Now the fourth match is France versus the Republic of Ireland. Now I think the winners are going to be France, and the losers are going to be the Republic. As France are the hosts, they're up for winning this tournament. They've been very good. They've been unbeaten in their group, with a win against Romania, a win against Albania, and a draw against Switzerland. And I think with the caliber that they have, I think they're only getting started. So they are, and with the form they've been on, I think they can definitely carry that on. And with the Republic, but saying that, the Republic have just came off a win against Italy, so that'll make that match interesting. See if their momentum can carry that on, just like Croatia. But unfortunately, I can't see the Republic of Ireland going through against France. And I can't see the match going into extra time or penalties either, as I think France will have enough class to score a goal in the 90 minutes of the game. Now, part 2 of the round of 16 matches, Germany versus Slovakia is the first one. And I think with the form that they've been on, and they've been unbeaten in their group, so they have, and only with their win against Northern Ireland, I think they'll be training their strikers to not have a performance as they did. Now, like, they had too many attempts in goal that they missed, and I think they will learn, they will get that out of their system very quickly, and I think they will want to show the whole competition that they mean business, and they're wanting to get through to the next stage of the competition and get through potentially to the final. And I think they're going to beat Slovakia as their only win was against Russia, so it was in their group, and Russia finished dead last in Group B. And they couldn't beat Wales, and they held on to a 0-0 draw against England. So I don't think after from the showing in the group stage, I don't think they'll have enough class to beat Germany now. I think Germany, as I said, will get the Northern Ireland game out of their system. They still won, right enough. But I think with the attempts and goal that they've had, I think they're going to clear that up and maybe even hammer Slovakia in the process. And I think they'll do it within the 90 minutes. Even though they had a 0-0 draw against Poland in the other two matches, they managed to hit the back of the net in the 90 minutes. So I think that'll be the case again in this match. Now, the next match is Hungary versus Belgium. Now, this will be interesting because I think even though Hungary topped the group with teams like Portugal and Austria, now I think they won't be able to carry this on, and Belgium will go on and win the game with the form that they've been on, because they drew level after a catastrophic start to the group. They managed to come back and even draw level with Italy, so that's the reason that I can see Belgium going through. And I think they'll do it again. I think they'll do it within the 90 minutes. So well now, they got enough class, as I said in the first video, with a whole pile of Premiership players. And with the Premiership class that they've had, I definitely think that they're going to manage to defeat Hungary within the 90 minutes. Now, the next match is Italy versus Spain. A rematch of the Euro 2012 final. Now, and I think Italy actually is going to prevail. I think after Spain being beaten by Croatia, I think Italy will be able to beat a shocked Spain after them being beaten in the last few minutes of the game. And I think that will put them through. Even though, bar the Croatia-Spain game, they scored all the goals in the matches and they haven't conceded any. And the only goals that they conceded was against Croatia. And they even scored in that one as well with the 2-1 loss. But I think Italy, even though Italy lost against the Republic of Ireland, they put out a weakened squad just to rest their team. They'll be fully replenished for the round of 16 and the whole of the knockout stage. And I think because of that, that'll be the reason that they can put out a fully strengthened squad for this one. And that'll mean that they can go on and put a battle to Spain and potentially go on and win the match. And I think this time is going to go down to the wire, so as with going to extra time and penalties. So I think 90 minutes, I don't think it'll be able to separate them, as it will be a very tight game. It will be very interesting to watch, but I think Italy will prevail out of that one. And the final match is England versus Iceland. Now, as I mentioned before when we were covering Group F, Iceland's last goal was very, very fundamental in the round of 16, for the round of 16 matches. Because if they didn't score, that would have meant that England would have been playing Portugal, as Portugal finished in second place. Portugal finished in second place. Then the second place team in the group were playing the second place team in England's group as well. It's brought England to lifeline after making all them changes in the final match of the group stage. They can put a fully replenished side just like Italy now after making all them changes and go on to beat Iceland, as I think they should be easy enough to do that. But Iceland have been playing very well, so they have recently, with their win against Austria, with their draw against Hungary, and with their draw against Portugal. So you never know what can happen. But I think England should have enough class to beat them. But I think hopefully it doesn't go down to extra time or penalties, because that would make it very interesting from an English perspective. So would us as to not very good at penalties. But I think hopefully it doesn't go by the 90 minutes, and I think England should do the job within that time period. So that is the end of the round of 16 predictions. This next stage is going to be very interesting, so it is, as the competitions went down from 2014 to 16, and now we're going to see who the top 8 teams are going to be in the competition. And we're starting to get down into the nitty gritty of the competition, and we're going to see who'll come out on top over the next couple of weeks. So I hope you're enjoying the football yourself. It's been very good so far. So as there's been very interesting matches, and I hope this will continue throughout the rest of the competition. So thanks very much for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, see you for the next episode of the Euro 2016 predictions. Bye!